Hello fellow noobs, it's a Noob No More here, looking to grow the community, this time through continuing with our Classic Caps series, and we're going to go through a bit of a walkthrough on how to play Classic Caps. It's a Noob No More again here. I have not kept the Redemption Arc name, only because I just remembered it then, but we're going to try and win a game of Classic Caps and go through a few pointers along the way. So the first thing you want to look for is a good cap spot. So let's see what position we're in first, and then I'll go through some of the concepts that you need to think about when you're picking a cap spot. No, I automatically don't like my cap spots. So let's wish everyone good luck first of all. I do get to go first though. So let's just see. So again, there's a mighty cap here. And white's probably going to cap here. So I'm just going to cap on the bigger number. I am first to act, but you want to be putting your cap somewhere up here. So I'm going to put it there. I'm thinking that white's going to put their cap here in cyan. They could put it over here. Purple does take the obvious cap. This is Ash from Australia. It takes the obvious cap, which splits the board in two. White could also take this South American cap. Blue puts themselves in a bit of a corner, which doesn't make much sense. We'll see where other people place their caps. But usually you want to be somewhere in this area, somewhere in Southern Europe or Northern Africa, or somewhere here in Asia. Orange puts themselves in another corner as well. And then we've got yellow. Yellow could have gone here if purple hadn't gone here. Maybe they go here instead then. No, they put their cap there. Okay, that's not a great cap either for reasons that I'll go through in a minute. All right, and white does go there. Okay, great. All right, so I'm not under too much threat here, guys. I probably would have gone China if I'd had my time again, if I knew white wasn't going to cap there, but that's okay. Now, where have I got cards? That's the question. I've got a 1 here, so that's what I'm going to hit. And I don't lose a troop, which is great. And then I could fortify. I'll just bring these troops back home. You want your cap to be as big as possible. Before I get on to the second stage of the game, I want to show you something that I've put together which talks about how good the various caps are. What I've developed is this caps connection page. If you've seen my other videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. So purple's rolling a 2-on-1 here and they're successful. So what this tries to do is it works out how good a cap would be if it was in any of these positions. So it assumes you've got a cap on each of the territories and that you've successfully attacked and hold each of the territories that touch that particular territory. I'm then asking how many unique territories there are that touch those territories in order to try and work out how easy it is to card block any particular cap. And we'll talk about card blocking later a bit, hopefully. We haven't had too much opportunity to talk about card blocking just yet because the end games, the person's given up at 1v1 or something like that. So hopefully we get a good end game today, guys. But let's just go through an example here. You're trying to see how many territories, the territories that touch this territory touch. So this one here, obviously it can touch this territory here and this territory here. So there's only one unique territory that these territories touch. This one right here. So it gets a score of 1. That's bad. If you go to the Middle East, this one here, well, it touches a whole range of territories, right? It touches a whole range of territories. It's got this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay? Which means that it has all these territories that touch it. To touch all those territories, and there's 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's 10 territories there, guys. Oh, sorry, not this one. My apologies. This one doesn't, so that's why it's 10. So that touches 10 territories. So you can see that anything that has a big number on it is going to be really hard to card block in the late game. They're good late game caps. So you can see what I was talking about. Southern Europe, Northern Africa, anything in Central Asia here is really good. And then these territories over here where I have capped, because I didn't really have any of these to choose from, These territories are always also really good because they're not in a bonus that people tend to go for. So feel free to, I'll just full screen it. Feel free to look at that, pause it there, and you can use that as a reference to which caps you want to have a look at. I mean, look at what Blue's done here. They've gone for Europe straight away and then left their troops off cap, but no one else has gone for it. Can I get it? So if I make 6 here, can I take this cap? Look, I don't think I want to split myself across 2 caps, and this cap is not strategically important, guys. So I'm actually just going to leave it for the moment. I'm going to take the certain 4v1 here. Lose a troop. And then put these here, like this. So you can see that Blue's obviously a newer player. And Purple was very quick to act there. Okay. But I'm expecting Blue now to go a bit ham on them, right? So this is why I didn't want to do this. I'm quite happy just to get my bonus, my cap as big as possible. And they get it back. See what would have happened there? So you can see I'm now 9 troops up on Purple because I made a different decision from them. Now, please go back on your cap, sir. Please. Please go back on your cap. Okay, Purple's really not learnt that they've got to defend their cap. Oh, dearie me. So, yeah, I don't want to do anything that will aggravate people in the first turns of a game. And you can see that what Purple did aggravated the newer player. And so that they've retaliated and Purple's just lost a whole bunch of troops, which means this cap is now a little bit weak, which is really interesting. So, for example, here, if I took Africa, I think that would see a reaction. I don't necessarily want to have that reaction, and I don't want to split myself across 2 caps. So we've spoken about the decision where to cap. I want it to be not in a bonus that people go for. I want to be somewhere central that's hard to card block later in the game, which is called a late game cap, whereas something like a Siam or Indonesia would be an early game cap, where it looks to protect a bonus. Okay, now it looks like White's going to go for... No, they're not. They're going for South America. And they haven't got enough troops, and they lose the 3v1. So they're now down to 27 troops. All right. So I'm just going to add these 2 troops here. I want my cap to be as big as possible. So I'm just going to hit the 1 here, lose a troop, and bring this back to cap as well. Now, I could have started bringing my 7 back. That might have been a bit smarter because I've got 2 caps here that might be looking to smash my 7. All right, so Purple goes for it again. Oh, and they didn't leave troops on cap. All right, and you can see that Purple's weakening themselves now to the point where I might actually be able to take this awesome cap. I would 100% trade this cap for my cap here. This cap, I mean, I guess it can be pretty easily card blocked, but it just splits the board in 2. This is a beautiful cap. And they're going to roll 7v4 again, and this time they lose. And I think that will mean that we'll see them exit the game. But again, looks like they're just going to vengefully go for Purple here. Oh, they get a card. They're going to take a card. All right. But I'm going to leave this here deliberately. And I'm going to start getting cards this way. Trying to bring these back into my 18 as well. Because there's going to be an opportunity here potentially where I can take this cap. Particularly if someone like a yellow goes for it. Okay, so orange moves up that way. So orange is doing all right. They've got a +2 bonus as well. And at the moment, the +2 bonus does make a difference. When your bonuses are around, say, a third or a quarter of the sets at that point in time, then it's worth having them. It does make a significant difference. But once the game gets going and it's a little bit bigger, the sets get bigger, then those +2 bonuses really don't matter. So you can see why in classic caps, here's the #1 principle about the opening game, which is to say that the bonuses very, very quickly do not matter. And that's why parking out of the way here makes sense. It doesn't matter if people try and break your bonus. It doesn't matter, you know, people aren't going to go bad neighbor on you, and you've got such a big cap that you're not worth going into. All right, so again, I could try and take this cap. I could almost try and take this cap, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to put this here, and then I'm going to start to spend some of my off-cap troops. Now that this is a 1. And I'm just going to chill there. I'm not going to use it, but have I got a set on 4? I do have a set on 4 if I need it. All right, because blue's actually getting pretty tasty to get eliminated here. Yeah, yellow, unfortunately, took out purple's 1 up here. So if blue takes a card here, guys, if blue takes a card here, let's see if they've got a set. Now, if blue takes a card, I could potentially eliminate them or they lose it. Okay, so I could potentially, oh, they get it. Sorry, they get it. Okay, I could potentially try and eliminate them and double trade, and I'd get 10. Okay, so if I had 5 here, it'd be 8, it'll be 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. That's a bit close. Oh, I get to trade first. Okay, so it's not close. So after I trade and get 8, I'd be down to 2. I'd have 3, whereas next turn I'd have 5 normally. Okay. And if they do have a 4 here, I could lose a lot on this 4, for example, and it would make it not worth it, really. Okay, well, that makes it a little bit more worth it. That's 1 less troop for me to worry about. The other thing I could do is potentially take this cap. But no, at 13, it's too big. I'd need a good 30-something in order to defeat them. Let's see if white goes for the elimination. Or are they just going to try and go for another bonus? Because I don't really want them to park the 15 there. If they park the 15 there, I can't eliminate blue. And of course, I'm not sure I want to eliminate blue. Oof. Oh, they go for the cap instead. The war's on. Okay, but now I can eliminate blue profitably, I believe. I have to go through a white 3. I'm going to do it just to get a player off the board. I like to progress the game that way. Afghanistan or Western Europe. Either's fine. I'm not going to get Afghanistan anytime soon. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I normally have about, say, 9 there. And then put the rest here. Use the slider a bit to conserve troops. Hang on, Mads. I lost a lot of troops there, guys. I lost a lot of troops, unfortunately. Hang on a sec. Oh, good night. And I have to use my wild as well. Oh, no, I don't. Good. All right. So I put that there now. All right. And I've got a set on 3, I know, because I've got the Joker. So you can see there, I've got a massive 31 cap now. Now, I have put myself a card behind, and I have alerted everybody, unfortunately, to the fact that I can do eliminations. And you can see, again, I was not tempted at all by that particular, by taking that cap. This cap is going to be completely inconsequential in the late game. And we'll just see if anyone breaks my Africa. It's not a big deal if they do. But this cap is the key to this game. I'm going to say that right now. And you can see that orange, because of their very poor cap choice, if we have a look at the map, you can see that they've picked one of the 3 worst caps in the game here in little old Australia. And you can see the reason why is that they've had to put so many troops off cap. That's going to be a big problem for them, right? I could potentially eliminate them almost right now. Once the sets get big enough, I could eliminate them right now. And you can see the power of having one big cap. We've had already 3 or 4 changes of hands of this cap. Yeah? And it's because it's soft, it's weak. And because of that, this cap is going to be weaker. Okay, I've got a trade. Can I eliminate anyone? Purple is on 5 cards. I can't get to them. What are the sets at? Sets are at 10. I can't get to this cap. If this had been opened up to me or something, I could have potentially eliminated purple for their cards. But even at 24, it's not worth it. It's still not worth it. And I'll go through why in a minute. I'm just going to, as I said, try and bring these guys back home. And then where's this better positioned? Do I want to put it here? I might just put it here, actually. I'll just do a soft guard. I'm not trying to guard it, guys. But I did actually get the +2 for 1 turn. They've let me keep this bonus. All right, so purple now trades. Do they go smack that white cap out of vengeance? They've not played great, to be honest, so far this game. I'm not going to lie. But they may or may not be a vengeful player, and we're about to find out. Yeah, and they break my Africa. Oh, no. They breaking white's bonus as well as mine. Okay, that's fine by me. Tells me they're still angry at white. I was just collateral damage. I'm not worried about that in the slightest, right? The +2s already are starting to not matter, and I've got a trade without using the Joker. So that's great. And I've got a big bad 40 cap, right? Like, this is a huge cap. Someone's going to need like 90 troops to be able to take that cap out. No one's even close. No one's even close to having 90 troops. Yeah, now I could, again, so the maths for eliminating purple, what you do is you generally just double what's ever on the cap. That's a conservative estimate of how many troops you might lose, plus all their other troops. And if the trade-in gets you that, then happy days. All right, so yellow can't actually get North America here either. Let's see what white does now. Let's see what white does. They don't try and take the bonus back. That surprises me a little bit. I mean, at least the purple cap's now cordoned off to them. Okay, so again, can I eliminate anybody profitably? Not yet. Okay. So I'm just going to bring my boys back home to make my cap even more impenetrable. And this is my way of trying to ensure that I don't get noob slammed by making it very unappealing to go for me, even if I've got 5 cards. Okay, so, and this is why one of the reasons why Prog Cabs is the most played game by the Grandmasters when they're ranking up. If you can get a big cap, or if you can snowball early with big bonuses, as I said, it's not the way to go for this map. But all of these things can put you in a really good place in terms of avoiding those 4th, 5ths, and 6ths that are really important in terms of trying to rank up. They're the things that are really important in terms of ranking up, is avoiding the 4th, 5th, and 6th. It's actually more important than coming 1st and 2nd consistently. But again, their win rates on these on prog caps tends to be higher as well as a result of the much richer strategy that's in place. All right, now I kind of want to leave purple there. I want them to lock their cap off this way. All right, so white now makes their caps bigger. And they've got some good cheap cards here. Now, I could potentially, when you're thinking about how to progress the game, which is what you want to do. Okay, obviously I'm going to take the one with +2 on it. What have I got here? I mean, I don't really want to take these ones around my cap. Again, I could almost eliminate orange for their cards, but put another 15 on top, it's 80, and the sets are only at 30, so it's just not worth it at the moment. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to take a card here, put everything else in my cap, just take the card, don't have to worry about the slider this way. I lose a troop anyway, and now I've got a 78 cap and a confirmed set on 3 because I've still got my wild. So at some point, you can see, particularly if they go ham on each other, the numbers are going to add up for me to eliminate somebody. The only problem, as I said, is that this purple cap is really choking up the board. It really limits how well I can get through to this side of the board. I guess white's got 2 caps anyway. I'm not really going to want to eliminate him. And I'd still need 60 to get on that cap. I'm not really worried about that. I think orange would be my next target. And again, I just don't want this cap. So the numbers are really going to have to add up. I don't want Australia. I don't want the cap. All right, what's orange doing? They've got 4 cards. So they should have a 50, 60 set trade here. Or stack, I should say, there. They're taking their time. They're not going to trade. Okay, so 17. So that's now 90 to get 5 cards. Now they've got 2 more cards. So that's another 20 on top. It's worth 50. Okay, that's great. I mean, it's good in one way and bad in another way for me. All right. In that I can no longer take these ones. But again, if I want them to open me up here, that's not a horrible thing anyway. Ooh, where are they going? They've taken purple out of there. That's quite smart. It was purple, right? Yeah, they've taken purple out of there and said, you're only allowed to attack in here. That's quite smart. Alright, so I do have a trade. Can I eliminate anyone profitably? Again, purple's on 5 cards, but 79 troops is what it would take me. 79 troops, and the sets are only at 30, and I'd have to go through one of these to get it. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to continue stacking the cap. Continue using the slider when I don't have to worry too much about it. And then I'm just going to hide. Do I hide it anywhere? I mean, purple's going to be on 5 cards, so I want to leave the road open for them to potentially take cards, or potentially go through and eliminate someone, or do something silly. All right, I want them to have the ability to do something silly. Like, they might get mad at yellow here and take out their exteriors here, right? Oh, and they open up the white cap. Oh, they take South America. Well, you're not going to be allowed to hold that, I don't believe, purple. So I don't think that's a great decision. So they wasted a couple troops by leaving these 3 ones behind. That's the other benefit of just taking a card and pass, which is generally the second stage that you want to do after picking your capital. So first of all, you want to pick a good cap, and then, as I said, you want to work out if you've got an early game cap, you want to go for bonuses. My advice is to not go for early game caps and go for these late game caps that are better. That is a much better piece of advice. Okay, and then now orange trades. Let's see if they just slam into me, or do they take yellow out? No, they're just going to take white. White's 3 for some reason. Okay. Yeah, if you're doing the strategy that I'm doing, which is just to try and stay out of people's way until there's profitable eliminations, that is very much the strategy that I'm doing. Then you just want to take a single territory each time. As I said, you don't leave ones behind like purple did here. And as a result of that, you're making your cap stack as big as possible if you fortify back to cap. That's the idea. That is the general idea here, guys. Yeah, they were never going to let you have that. In fact, are they going to take you out of there? No. All right, again, I've got a set. I don't think anyone can eliminate me. What are the sets at now? Sets are only at 45. This could be a 95. I'm a bit worried about orange. I don't want to have to use the wild though. I'm trying to work out if I trade or not, guys. 88. So this would be, he'd be up at 100. I'm just more worried about if orange tries something, then someone else will scoop up and get my 5 cards. So this is a bit risky. I should have probably traded even though I had the wild. Oh, I've got 2 wilds. Okay. But yeah, we just want to make sure that orange doesn't go for my cap. That I'm hoping orange knows how caps work, but this tells me that they don't know how caps work. And he throws the fist pumps out there after he's smashed his cap. Now he's put an 8 against it. Alright, does he trade? No, he goes into attack. Okay, good. So I don't have too much to worry about. It's just yellow who could potentially go into me. Because they could actually triple tap me. Oh, but they can't get over here for these ones. So they can't kill me and get my 5 cards. Okay, so that's not too bad. And white can't bring enough force to bear on me, I don't believe. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, can I eliminate anybody now profitably? White's going to be on 4 cards. And the sets are at 40. And they've already got 80 troops, let alone that they're pretty much all on cap. So that's not going to work. But you can see now that this route is open. This route is open for me to potentially attack yellow or white's cap. Okay, so they're going to let purple keep that bonus. Alright. Do I have a natural set? Oh, well, I've got 2 wilds, don't I? So do I want Western United States? I want Mongolia, of course. That's where my cap is. It doesn't really matter. I don't want to use this one anyway. I want to save that if I can. Alright, so let's just put this here. Yeah, I can. And again, can I win the game? Can I cap run? Not a chance. Can I eliminate anyone? I'd be able to eliminate orange. But that's going to cost me 140 troops. Okay, fine. And then I'm going to give the fist pumps. I'm going to see if they let me hold a bonus. I don't really care. So I'm saying I'm not going to break you, purple. But I don't want you to break me. White might have something to say about that, of course. What was that, purple? Are they going to roll a cap? Oh, they're trying to set up a trading zone between... They're trying to set up a trading zone between purple and white for the late game. Well, other people shouldn't respond well to that. I'm not that fussed about losing those troops. That really doesn't matter. And as I said, I wasn't trying to go for... for the continent bonus. It's +3. The sets are already at 55. The +3 simply just doesn't matter. All right, but purple's obviously made an enemy of me. They think I'm an enemy now, right? So let's see how white responds. So white's trying to say, let's be friends. I'm hoping that white's the kind of person that realizes that, I mean, even a +5, they just shouldn't let them keep it, right? I mean, maybe if they take Europe, is that what they're going to do? Yeah. They're going to take Europe. Okay, but that means that they can't trade in there. Okay, so they've both got +5s, thinking the +5s matter. Yeah. Okay. And you can see that I'm actually not that in front anymore. I've made an elimination, which, if bounties matter, would make a difference. But I've got to wait now for purple and white, the Cold War between these two to develop. Or I need to wait for yellow and orange to do something silly. So that we can capitalize. But this is going to be a tough... Because this is chopped this board in two. These guys, you know, when it comes down to the 3-player endgame, these guys could potentially just trade cards in there. I take the rest of the board, and as a result of that, I'm not able to win the game. That is a highly possible outcome here, guys. They roll a 3-on-1 for no good reason. Like, I don't know what Orange is doing. They don't even try and clean up this mess that's up here. Okay. $122. Does he go the white cap? He does go the white cap. Oh, baby. Oh, no. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean about the hijinks. Okay, and then he goes back to cap like a little baby. But, yes, that's not ideal. Does white have a set? No. Do I have a set? You better believe it, because I've got a wild card. So I could go and take this cap, which is strategically important. Split across the two caps and see how that goes. So he's put it up to 27. Who gets to go before me? Nobody. Now, do I take yellow for their cards? No. Okay, so am I going to split across the cap? Well, given what I said before, guys, about splitting across the caps in strategically important cases, I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I don't want purple and white to be in this situation where they can trade with each other and I can lose. That's going to be about 60. I only lose that. And then I'm breaking purple for sure. And I lose 7. And then I want to split across these two caps. I'll make this a 69 cap. Right. And I think that's considerably advanced my game. White and purple cannot get to me. And purple's just blocked off their cap to me. Alright, they take yellow out. That's fine. Yellow and I can trade all day in here. I'm not ruling out going for yellow, by the way. I just think that this cap was cheaper and it's more profitable. I probably, now that purple's locked this cap to me, maybe I should move some across. And white's going to have to break purple here. So I didn't need to break Africa. I'm not going to pretend I thought about that at the time, but white's going to have to break Africa for a card. So both of purple's bonuses are going to be gone. All right. Oh, yellow trades. Please don't go for my that cap. You've just don't do it. Okay, good boy. Thanks. So I'm friends with yellow now. I'm going to be friends with yellow. Yeah. Yep. Okay, 91. Does the 91 go into my cap? Let's hope it doesn't. Let's hope it doesn't, people. Looks like it is. No, it's not. He fortifies. Because he's not going to have enough for next time. Oh, I see. He wants to trade over here. He's not trying to take my cap necessarily. He's trying to trade over here with purple. Okay, well again, when the sets get big enough, I'll be able to take care of that. I don't need to worry about it right now. I've got to try and make these caps impregnable before I do my next step. I'm weakening myself by putting my troops across two caps. Now, white's 87 here actually helps me. It's protecting me from the purple cap, and purple's just locked themselves off again, which is great. I do need to hurry to get to a set. I really do need a set here, guys. to try and make sure that I don't get wiped out by yellow obviously taking the cap, or orange going for this cap. What are the sets at now? 85. So this would be like 140. Yeah, I'm a bit light on for a move or two. Okay, so I feel like this cap's the one that's most at risk now. Yellow's just blocked their cap off to me as well. So that's great. Yeah, and now they're going to try and trade there instead. I'm not worried about the +5. As I said, this protects me. So what I do need to do though is I need to put this cap. I want him to actually take that, guys. White hasn't got a set. Purple does, but they can't do much. Actually, I'm gonna take purple out of here. That's a better idea. So he can't trade. Now, what's orange going to hit? Orange, I don't want you to hit that actually, so I'm going to put that there like that. That makes that cap a little bit stronger. Purple and white can't trade in South Africa. South America, I should say. And then purple trades here. Okay. Now, please do I have a set on 4? I do have a set on 4. I'm going to trade this, guys. I've got to make my caps more impregnable. But you can see that the battle lines are now drawn. It's yellow and me versus purple and white. I'm not sure if I've got the best of players in yellow helping me out, but they're going to give me cards, which is great. And I do feel like taking out this purple here, right? I feel like taking this out. This makes the most sense to me. Okay, orange trades. So I just put a few more there to make it 62. And here comes the trade. Don't do it. Oh, no. 140, 152. It's not big enough. But with caps these days. Okay. But he's opened up purple. It doesn't matter. I'm going to shore up my caps this turn. But now purple's going to have to go through the 7. How many? It's not that big a deal at the moment. All right. So that's easy. I just take... Okay, so they're going to make sure they're not card blocked. That's fine by me. I should try and give... Okay, so he hits that now. I mean, I'm going to hit this out of here at some point when it becomes worthwhile, right? Okay, so I'm definitely trading here, guys. All right, so I need to put, you know, geez, like, because if orange has another set here, guys, I could be in trouble. So I need to make this massive. I'm going to put... Because this cap's still very strategically important. And then I'm going to give yellow cards. Yellow and I are going to trade all day. So this makes this 125. So this is saying that I'll trade with yellow. Now, what are the caps at the moment? What are the sets at? So I should say they're at 100. So 200 versus 123 is not quite good enough. But I mean, this is a very tense time. I need to trade as soon as I can, every single time. I've got orange pressure on this cap. And I've got white pressure and yellow implicit pressure here on this cap. And I'm at least a card or two away from a trade. So if I don't get a lucky set on 3 or a set on 4 here, I think I could lose one of these caps and my game would be sunk, right? My game would be sunk. Now, ironically, it's better for me if they split, but they're not splitting. They're still just leaving that stack right next to my cap. Yeah, as I said, this is a very tense. You can see me, I'm all worked up. This is a very tense part of the game. Because I do not want to lose. Okay, so he's going to leave this for later, is he? Take purple out of there. No, he's just going to leave it there. Okay, fine. But I'm going to slowly add, which whoever's most at risk. Okay, so he gets 110 troops. Does he add it all here and pop my cap? Oh, man. This is such a bad play. You need 240 to really be 100% roll here, guys. He's going for it. Please fail. He's fortified. Okay. That's fine by me. Please give me a set. I want a horse, don't I? Oh, I've got the dude. I needed a horse. All right. So I'm praying for a set on 4 here, guys. 320. He could... No, he can't. If he rolls 320 on this cap, he'd be dead. He'd get the cap, but he'd be next out. All right, now let's see if orange tries to roll my cap. 240 versus 160. What's that, 1.5 times? God, I hope not. Man, where's my set on 3? I needed a set on 3. So you can see what this pressure of having to be across 2 caps against aggressive opponents, you can see what it's doing to me. All right, good. He doesn't trade, but as I said, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm safe. I mean, this is silly, by the way. 210 to protect a +2 just doesn't make sense. I'm more worried about the fact he could go for my cap. Because on this next turn... All right, what does yellow do? 183. Is he going to take out? Okay. And then he goes back to cap. Okay. And Mike says, oops. I don't think it's an oops. He's going for my cap. Freak. So I've got orange potentially looking at my cap. Oh, and then white has to break. Ah, that's what he's signaling about. Okay. All right, so which cap's more at risk here, guys? I'm a bit worried about both caps from a variety of different sources now. All right, please, a horse or a dude. Okay, I got the 4 set. I've still got to... I mean, these guys have got 5 cards for orange that I'm worried about. And then yellow is okay, white's okay. Okay, so it's just orange that I'm worried about. I mean, yellow could try and smack it, but... I've given him a card here, which again, now in hindsight, was particularly foolish. That's half my concerns at the moment. So... All right, this is the one that worries me the most. Yellow shouldn't go for this. $260. He's got about the right amount for it to be 100% roll. Oh, good. Okay, that doesn't tell me he's rolling the cap. Like he should have added all here if he was going to roll the cap. So it looks to me like that's not his intention. Once I can trade in. Okay, great. And then the 9 goes here. Okay, great. So no one's card blocking yellow. They don't feel card blocked. Now I want to keep yellow alive here. I don't really feel like I want to card block him. Because there's only one person he can really suicide into, and that's me. So I'm going to keep yellow on side, because I know I've got white and purple as enemies. To take yellow out of the action, even though it'd be a pretty easy card block, is just not a good idea. And yellow shouldn't do this, because there's a massive 221 on the doorstep, right? Oh, he did card block him. Well, you've got this card here, yellow. You've got this card here. Why didn't you take this card? His card skipped. Okay, yellow's not a great player. So I'm not quite sure how good an ally he's going to be in this war to come. All right. Now, if white does go for my cap here, I can instantly heal it. Now, but white's now trapped in behind these caps. Nope, and he's slow rolling it. Yellow's laughing his head off. I don't know if that's helping the situation, sir. But white's stuck in behind my cap. And they're worried about their bonuses, right? Yeah, so now I don't need to worry about this now, which is great. That's taken all the pressure off. I could not care about the +2 and the +5. Like, I could not care. Okay, so do I want to give yellow a card? No, I don't want to give yellow a card. I want him to take this card so I don't have to worry about him here. Okay, so I'm just going to put 50 here. This cap is actually pretty important, so I'm gonna split equally. I'm gonna make this a 200 cap, and that's a 220 cap now. And I'm still too weak, I think. I don't need to antagonize purple just yet. I'm going to. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to. But I've still got to. Oh, okay. So he's saying you can have cards in that bonus. All right, this is good. Now white and purple are warring against each other, and that alliance is potentially breaking down. Well played, he said. Okay, so he's not angry. All right, that's good. For white and purple, that is not for me. All right, but my caps are looking a bit safer now. I've still got 160 camped up against it, plus the threat of this 330, just quietly. The pressure's been taken off this one from white, but not from yellow. All right. Yes, this splitting across 2 stacks things is just not for me. I'm holding on, but you can see why if I didn't get a set on 4, things might be drastically different. Okay, so orange has given yellow a card, which I'm not happy about, just quietly. It would have been very easy to card block them. Oh, yeah, what? Where are they going? Okay, but I'm certainly not going to take their bonus, right? And I'm not taking their cap. So there's a card for you. Have I got a set on 3? I don't have a set on 3. As I said, I'm trading in every chance I can get at the moment. I just need these caps to be so big that they're impregnable. And you see, there's no way that I could sustain a 3 cap position because he just puts the 362 on here and I'm done. So, but look at this again. This is silly. You're putting 362 troops at risk for a +2. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, let's find out what yellow's up to. Does he just smack my cap? Nope. He just wants cards. Again, that's a silly way to play it, yellow. Like, I could take you out now. And I'd only get 130 for the 264, but it'd be worth it in terms of progressing the game. But I'm not going to do it. As I said, yellow's my ally. Yellow is my ally. Oh, man. So white's only back on 2 cards, so that's fine. Okay, but do I have a set on 4? I don't have a set on 4, guys. All right, this is where it could hurt. This is where it could hurt. Oh, he's going for yellow. Oh, he lost 244. I think this is a mistake. I think this is a mistake. I could lose this cap very easily now, and then I'd be in all sorts of trouble with 5 cards on 1 cap. And now I'm going to have purple's pressure on me as well. And they go back and put the 200 here, right? I wonder if white now starts to think, well, I could get purple's cap. It's going to be really interesting, guys. Oh, I mean, if white rolls this and gets a bad roll, yeah, he can't take both my caps. He doesn't have, so he can't eliminate me, but he could be silly and take this cap. Right? Now, do they card block? Can we card block? Is orange good enough to card block purple? Okay, and then he's going to be on 3 cards as well. But, man, this is very, very uncomfortable. No set on 4. Man, that is the wrong time to be getting no set on 4. Okay, doesn't look like he's going for the cap. Yeah, but can you move your 369 off my fucking territory, please? All right, I just have to put everything on this cap. This one's the one that's most at risk. Because what are the sets at? 150. This could be 450. All right, I'm just going to have to put a bit on each. Hedge my bets and... And, you know, white and purple here could double tap me. Okay, and now purple's back to full strength. Oh, but is that going to annoy white? Is that going to annoy white? I'm hoping that distracts white for just a bit. I'm hoping they don't have a set. They could have taken cards anywhere else, right? Well played. So it looks like purple and white are going into this little trading block thing. As I said, if white has a set here, I reckon he'll take my cap. Okay, orange didn't have a set, so I'm okay there. So I'm still in this really tentative phase. Do they have a trade? No, they don't. Okay, great. Whew. Okay. All right. Okay, what? He's left me one there. So 380. I need to put... So this could be up to 450. I mean, I've already got... I need to put more on this cap, I believe. Let's just put 100. And you can see I'm still just hanging on for dear life here, guys. Oof. Oh, man. Now, white's likely to have a set. Do I have a set on 3? I don't. Come on, guys. Give me a set on 3. I just need to shore up these caps, and then I can start thinking about doing something else about these guys. Because eventually, this isn't going to be good enough. Eventually, this is not going to be good enough. So I need purple to then use up these cards. Okay, and then orange is on 5 cards as well. So, okay, white trades. I'd be adding to my cap. I don't know what you're doing. He could yoink your cap big time. He just keeps stacking it. And then this is happening as well. Oh my god. Orange, what are you doing, mate? And then he's got 5 cards. Okay, so 5 cards. This is going to be 460. All right, just in case. I mean, orange hasn't shown any designs on my caps yet, right? So this really needs 600. Okay, actually, I'm going to put everything here. Unfortunately, that blocks that cap off, but I've got the other cap if I really need something there, right? Do I have a set on 3? I don't. I've got 2 dudes and 2 cannons. I've got no set on 4 again. Oh, man. Okay, he's card blocks himself. I've got no set on 4 again. Come on, you can't do this to me, cards. Okay, but orange will trade here, so I'll put everything on the other cap. And hopefully white doesn't get a set on 3. Jeez Louise. I mean, can you card block purple in here, please? I don't know if orange is good enough to card block. I really don't. I'm thinking about it. Oh no. Oh no. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You absolute tool. Okay, purple's blocked off to me. Oh no, and then next goes this cap. Fuck. Unbelievable. So in caps, you need 2 things to go wrong in order for you to lose. And I've just gotten 2 really crappy rolls and I'm going to be sitting there on 5 cards. And I don't even have a set on 4. Orange, you absolute fool. Orange doesn't see that they're going to work together. And if white has a trade on 3, I'm dead. If white has a trade on 3, I'm dead. Okay, now he takes the +5 behind them. Okay. Well, that's just silly. Again, it's all going to come down to whether or not white has a +3. A bonus on 3. This is very unlucky. Having 2 no sets on 4. Having 2 no sets on 4. Getting 2... Orange suicide me. And then what was the cap? That was the cap roll. Like it wasn't even 100% roll, guys. And they only lost 392. They didn't even lose fair value. Is orange botted now? Like, are you kidding me? I'm stuck with people who can now permanently trade because I've lost this cap. Or because this fool... Oh, man, it is hard playing caps sometimes. Oh, and he had a set too. I think I'm glad he botted, because if he didn't bot... Okay, does white have a trade? If white has a trade, I'm dead. I'm dead. That's GG's. Oh, he's going to kill me. He doesn't kill me! He didn't kill me, guys! Woo! How many cards has purple got? Oh my god, how am I not dead right now? How am I not dead? Okay, Western Europe, Southern Europe, Venezuela. Like, all of them are just dead to me. I need to hit a 6. And then I just have to go into a little hole here, guys. But this game, I think I lose this game now. Purple and white are too tight. Yellow did something silly walking off cap, and orange tried to roll my cap and then bot. Oh, this is like, I can think of, so I think of all the things that have gone wrong. Yellow walked off cap and gave their scalp away. Orange rolled my cap. I didn't get a good cap roll on white. This is how much you need to lose a game of caps. No, do I have a trade on 3? No. I don't know why white didn't come and eliminate me. I really don't know. Oh, man, this is so frustrating. Well, there's good news and bad news out of this, is that if I do finish 3rd or 4th, I won't go up in rank points, which means I'm going to have to play some more classic caps games in order to win. In order to reclaim my Grandmaster title, I am going to have to play some more caps games, some more instructive caps games. So this is getting some. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. And this bot's just going to hang around my cap like a bad smell, make all my cards really expensive. These guys are getting these little bonuses, which don't really matter, but I don't know why. I mean, at least purple can't get to me profitably. Maybe I should have card blocked purple there. No, because these guys can just trade over there. I'm very dead this game. Have I got no 7-4 again? You are kidding me, right? I can't think of a way out of this one, guys. There isn't a way out of this one. I mean, this cap is going to be absolutely squashed by all these orange troops. And I'm going to be sitting there on 5 cards. And they're going to fortify there, aren't they? No. Okay. Don't open up the purple cap, please. Don't open up the purple cap! I mean, they've only got 1 card at least, but again, purple. I don't have a set on 4 again. As you can tell, this has been a very frustrating game. Now I'm going to actually hit the 46 here. Is there anything else I can hit? No. All right. How much a trade's worth at the moment? Trade's a 190. It's still not worth it to kill me, but as soon as I can never take the bot here. I can never eat the bot, because as soon as I eat the bot, then I get card blocked. Unless I can do it in a way. No. There's not really too many ways I can do it. So I need this bot. Oh my god, don't open him up. Okay, at least I've got a 1 to hit, unless it fortify card blocks me, which it doesn't. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I'm still surviving here, guys. but my ability to do anything to progress the game here is extremely limited. Okay. And at some point, purple can just take out orange. I don't know how I'm still alive. I should be dead. I should be dead. So I should be thankful for that. At the very least, I can take orange out and take third, which might make my ability to get back to Grandmaster in a future game easier. So yes, the background is, if you're still with me, the background is I tried to do a tribute to Pete for his birthday. I played some Pangea Prog. And I got completely targeted. And as a result of that, lost 1,600 skill points. And so I wanted to do a little bit of a classic cap series because I think it's the most reliable way to rank up. You don't get too many games like this where this Blizzard in particular and this cap mean that these guys can trade forever in here or hold bonuses like they're doing. Why are you... Can you guys go the other way, please? Far out. And this is just they're gonna slowly whittle me down until they can take my cap or card block me. This is just a horrible situation. I don't think there was anything I can do. I thought I played pretty well. If I didn't take this cap, I would eventually be in this similar situation. I would have been squeezed out because white and purple can just trade in here all day. Ooh! Is that a sign of white and purple potentially going at each other? I feel a bit safer with this cap though. This cap is a little bit harder to damage. And I'm just going to, again, go behind the bots to try and get them to attack so that it makes my cards cheaper. And I got a wild card. Okay, that's good. Oh, he's walked off cap. Why did he walk off cap? What does that achieve? Can you see this, guys? I didn't see this initially. He's taken his cap to 0 and put 87 there. I don't understand it at all. Because doesn't that just... Can't purple just take all this now? And purple's wondering the same thing. Is now the time to turn on my opponent? And I would love it if that's what happens. Looks like it. Yeah. Okay, so these guys are at war with each other now. This was my chance. I don't know what the purpose of that was. Only puts 32 on there. I don't understand that at all. He could have put a lot more. Yeah, and then white goes, cries. And he laughs at him. All right, this is good. Come on. I need tension. I need tension between these guys. Meanwhile, I'm just getting super expensive cards off this bot. And I do not have the ability to have an off-cap stack. Because this off-cap stack would get smacked for 1 and leave my cap too weak for 2. Oh my god. Alright, so I really don't want to... Okay, so what's that about, purple? So he's just going to 1 cap. Why are you giving purple the win? Okay, do I need a trade here? I don't think so. And I prefer to be able to hang on to the wild. He's got a set. So what would that be? 700? 700 to play 500? And then, unfortunately, white could then just come and clean up this 671. Okay, look, I'm going to trade. I'm just going to be ultra careful here, guys. I'll hang on to Afghanistan. Don't want to split this 150 now. It's a shame I had to use a wild card. But my cap is safer. this way. I was a bit afraid of a double tap. I mean, White's already shown that he doesn't need 100% rolls. Oh, man. This is going to be a long game again, and it's all completely outside of my control. Now, White's not going to like that, right? So Purple's now got 3 bonuses and 2 caps. Is White just going to... Is this the same player, guys? Is Dome 1205 and Ash from Australia? I don't think so. I don't believe so. All right, let's keep going. But I think now that my cap's big enough, I can start waiting until 5 cards to trade. Where's he going here? This looks like this is the suicide play. This is the suicide play. Or it's take out orange for 3 cards. Oh, he's trying to card block the bot. Okay, so I could take second here. He's got 4 cards. I don't understand. Do I just wipe out White and then go back? Do I wipe out White and go back? What are the trades at? 300 or something. Is he card blocking or not? All right, look, I'm going to play properly. I mean, there's a chance here that I could get... I could get smacked here, guys, but I think it's better for them to hit my cap. And I don't have a set on 3. God, the card luck has not been with me this time. Purple, what is this? Is this 2 people playing on one account, guys, or not? Because I've never seen anyone play like this, right? They're just completely giving up their position and giving up the game so that Purple wins. Okay, I'm going to report for collaboration just in case I White and Purple collab. Okay. And I just want to make 100% sure that I've done it. I'm pretty sure I have done that one, but I'm just going to do it again. All right. That will just see if they've played together. Here goes White. 880 versus 644. Does it just hit my cap? It just hits my cap. Well, I get 2 cards and I get to trade in, so that's pretty good. I'll take that. And I've just moved up a place, guys. And I'm just going to be nice and say, good game. I don't understand what's going on here, guys. I really don't. All right. Do I want to take this cap at all? Instead of this cap. Purple goes next. He could just cap run, right? Do I take this cap, split across 2 caps? I'd only have 300 left. No, or do I just take this cap? Cap is so easy to card block though. Now, I'm just going to pretend to do this. And I'm going back to home base. Do I have a set on 3? I do have a set on 3 because I've got the wild. All right. Does he take out orange? And at least give me second. That would be the decent thing to do, particularly if it's a collab. He is. Okay. Well, I can try and reverse card block then, can I not? Can I not try and reverse card block? And I could take this cat now, right? Yeah. But I'm not giving up, buddy. I don't think you understand. I'm not giving up. That should be about... Oh, that's a bad roll. All right. So I made second, guys. I made second. How much is he getting a turn? 30. Jeez Louise. Okay, so I've got an obvious one to take here. This game is not over, ladies and gentlemen. I am not giving up. Okay, there's a one cap down here. As soon as he takes this 590 off, I've got some potential here. Yes! Okay, so now I can just take America. Oh. How do I do this, guys? So I'll need at least 33 there, right? He's only got one card. Oh, actually, what am I doing? All right. Okay. I think that's a card block, ladies and gentlemen. Have I got a set on 3? You better believe I do. You better believe I've got a set on 3. The reverse card block is in. Wherever he puts this set, he's only got one card. Oh, this is great to see. Okay, 32. And he's going to put 126 there. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, mate. That's not going to be enough. That is not going to be enough. Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot, sir. I don't have enough to cap run just yet. Do I go here so that if he splits off, I've got a double tap on whatever's left? Because if he puts 500 here... Oh, no, he can't. Okay. Okay. And now he's getting one bonus less. Woo! He's botted! He's botted! I've got him! I've won it! I'm back to GM! Let's fucking go, baby! Yeah! That feels so good. All right, where are the caps? There's 1, 2, 3. I've only got to get 3 more. Oh my goodness gracious me. I can't world dom, unfortunately, guys. Wowee majeez. I did it, guys. What a win. That is how you play caps. That is how you play the end games. Woo! I'm back, baby. Don't call it a comeback. I really hope, if you stuck around for all of this, I think I'm going to post this in full. Wow, I did it. This is why you never give up, guys. This is why you never give up. If you want to be a Grandmaster, you've got to never give up. Okay. So we got some really good card blocking experience there. You saw the reverse card block at the end. So I'm really glad in this third and final episode in this series of how to play classic caps. We've gone through a lot. We've gone through where to cap, make sure you pick a late game cap, and I think we saw why. We learned that the classic map isn't the great for going for bonuses. The second stage is you just keep your caps as big as possible. And then the third stage is you either have to start progressing the game by eliminating people for their cards profitably, or even unprofitably in some cases if it progresses the game. And then if you can't eliminate people, the other key way to progress the game is to card block them. That is how you win. All right, let's go. Well, hang on a sec. Whoa. I do this every time, don't I? I do this every time. The ranks. Okay. Purple was okay. White was... purple... these guys are intermediates, right? Purple was an intermediate. White was a novice. Okay, that explains a few things. And then the other guys were novices and beginners. We knew orange was a novice because they kept all their troops off cap. Yellow was a novice. They gave their life away. Blue, I'm struggling to remember. What happened to blue? Oh, I eliminated them. That's right. They were the true novice right at the start. They kept walking off caps, and I was able to take their bounty. What a game. I'm pumped. I'm really pumped. Anyway, all right, fellow noobs. Just coming back to you after the game to show you that I am back to GM. I am a Grandmaster. My life is complete. Just kidding. Honestly, skill points and that kind of thing doesn't truly mean a lot. I was just using it as a bit of a guide to get back the rank points that I lost in that really bad Prog World Dom game. I know some of you absolutely live for the spreadsheet and would be disappointed if I didn't show how it's gone. So I've put this all in. So it ended up, because there was 3 novices, a beginner and intermediate, it was actually at a ranking of 1.6. One of the lower lobbies that I've played against, the average is normally 2.7. What do those numbers mean? Well, a 1's a novice, 2's a beginner, 3's an intermediate, 4's expert, 5's master, and 6 GM. So basically the average player was somewhere between a novice and a beginner. That game took a long time for novice and beginner. There was 1 or 2 clear novices in there, but yeah, the intermediate player and the other novice were actually doing pretty well together. We got, as a result of it being quite a low ranked game, we only got 551 points. For the other 2 games in the series, we got something around 600-700. All right, and then for the all-important charts, I'm back up at 79% win rate on prog caps now. So edging back up towards 80% where I've been at previously. 68 wins from 86 games, and still far in advance of my classic fixed win record of 63% and progressive record of around 42%. So hopefully that also backs up why I think progressive caps is a much more reliable game mode and what I used for this series. And I really wanted to share with everyone that it's actually pretty easy to play classic caps, particularly the early game. Other maps like EU Advance have a much more complicated early game and require a lot more skill to be able to play well, particularly in fog. But classic cabs without fog, I think it's the meta. That's what I'm going to finish off on. Something maybe controversial. I think the best way to rank up is to play classic caps without fog. And it's because the quality of your opponent is more likely to be lower. I find a lot more of the really good players are playing EU Advanced prog caps in fog. If you want a place to start to learn how capitals work, prog caps on classic without fog is definitely the way to go. Yeah, it's just a lot simpler. You don't have to keep track of how much everyone's getting every turn. how many attacks there are each turn. That's something that I do have to get better at, but if you want an easy introduction to caps, or if you want a pretty simple way to rank up, I think classic caps is the meta, and I think that's the perfect note to leave it on. Anyway, if you do like this content, please click on the gamer looking icon right over there right now. That's all you have to do to subscribe to my channel, and if you want to watch something else, please watch that. Otherwise, see you later, fellow noobs. Bye. Yeah.